Well, there we have it. South Hobart victors 3-2 over Glenorchy Knights there. So the statewide Milan Lucaselliards Cup final will be between Northern Side Devonport City and Glenorchy Knights from the south. And this game is at KGV Park, I believe, Martin.
That's right. We'll have the cup finals, both the men's and the women's statewide cup finals at KG5 on August the 30th.
All right, we'll have a look at the goal of the week now, and I think the three of us have a consensus on this, that it must be Eagles' goal, George.
It must be a great goal.
Martin.
Yeah, look, a fantastic opportunist goal. Seen the keeper off the line and just did what he had to get it over him.
And with typical Brazilian execution, a wonderful goal. Okay, let's have a look at the league program this weekend. There was only one game, and that was a relegation battle between second last Metro Claremont, who were away at Clare Street, against 8th place Newtown Eagles. George, you were there. It ended up in a 2-2 draw, but at one stage it looked as if Eagles would surely win.
The game was a typical game to a point where both sides had to win, which of course it's impossible. But 3 goals were scored in the last 5 minutes, and it was just amazing because the Eagles looked like they were home, and then a great challenge by Metro Football Club that created 2 goals that gave them a great draw. They need the points, both sides need the points, and I think it was a fair enough result.
Yes, Newtown Eagles were leading 2-0 with just 4 minutes to go, and Metro scored twice in stoppage time. 1 goal in the 90th minute and a header by Darren Chafee in the 95th minute. It must be a very tight struggle at the bottom. Is that good for local soccer, Martin?
Oh, look, I think we like to see a lot of interest in the league, both at the top and at the bottom. It keeps people talking about the game, and although the clubs don't want to be there, it certainly gives us lots of talking points and a lot of interest.
Okay, so we can see the league ladder there with South Hobart 3 points clear of Tilford Zebras, and at the bottom, Taroona 5 points adrift of Metro, who in turn are 5 points adrift of Newtown Eagles and 6 behind Kingborough Lions United. So as you say, Martin, it's very tight at the top and the bottom, and next week's matches are going to be intriguing because we have Metro who play Kingborough Lions, and it's a must-win game for Metro. And at the top, of course, South Hobart are going to meet second place Tilford Zebras, a match which may well decide the title because Zebras have a far superior goal difference. What do you think will be the outcome, George?
Well, both sides have met. Summer Cup was their first challenge, and the Zebras came up trump on that one. And then they played for premiership points, and the Zebras beat them again. Look, I honestly think that it's brilliant as South Hobart are. Once again, I'll repeat myself that I don't think they have the experience to knock off the Zebras side. They have a lot of talented players, but also, more important than anything else, a stronger side and a more experienced side. That's my thoughts.
Of course, Ken Morton, the South Hobart coach, will be missing. He's gone overseas for a couple of weeks. Will this affect the team's performance?
I'm a great believer that coaches work on a Tuesday and Thursday. That's training nights here in Hobart, in Tassie. What happens at the game is more for the players. It's the players' game. The coaches can make moves to win a game, but I honestly think Ken's done enough with them so they can proceed and take towards the game for what Ken has provided during the year.
Now, Martin, can you explain to us the relegation situation? I believe 2 teams go down?
Yes, this year we're having a bit of a restructure to the league for 2009. Premier League will move from a 10-team league to an 8-team league. So the bottom 2 from this year will drop down to Division 1. And the third bottom team will play off against the top Division 1 club in a promotion relegation battle.
That playoff is looking increasingly unlikely at the moment because Newtown Eagles, their Div 1 side is leading the league and their Premier League side is in 8th place.
That's right. If a Division 1 side that wins it, if they're also a Premier League club, then there's no promotion playoff. With Newtown Eagles leading Division 1 at the moment, if that continues, then there'll be no promotion playoff.
Martin, I believe Tasmanian football supporters have some interesting games coming up with the National Youth League.
Yeah, it's great news for Tasmanian players or youth players that this year we'll be playing 4 games against teams from the National Youth League, so Melbourne Victory, Sydney FC, Adelaide United. 2 of those games will be away games, so they'll be curtain raisers to A-League fixtures, which will be a great buzz for the players to be playing at Hindmarsh Stadium and the football stadium in Sydney. But we've also got 2 home games against Melbourne Victory and Adelaide United, so it's a great opportunity for our young youth players to play against some of the very best players from around Australia and see what it takes to cut it at that level.
Well, that's it for this evening's program. I'd like to thank my guests, George Krambusanos and Martin Shaw. And we finish with some closing action from the Nelson versus Metro women's game, which was played at KGV Park on a Wednesday night.